Oh, welcome to Corona Cooking.
Corona Kitchen.
No, Corona Cooking. Don't start second fucking producer here. So today it's breakfast time. Very late breakfast. And I'm gonna make an omelette, which is the easiest, hardest food to ever make. Omelette is a great thing because you just cook some eggs and then you can put all sorts of stuff in there that you have in your fridge. So today I have a beautiful selection here. Well, a little bit of chicken that we have left over from yesterday. We have some radishes, we have some string beans, some carrots, and some garlic that is all nicely chopped up and ready to cook. So what I'm gonna do, what you need for making an omelette, you need obviously some eggs. I go for 3 eggs for me because I'm a big man, but normal person would only do 2 eggs per omelette. You need yourself a non-stick pan. You need yourself some cooking oil. I use grapeseed oil or any other kind of fat will do. Arguably butter will be better, but we're trying to stay just ever so slightly in shape here. And a little spatula. So first I'm going to break the eggs into a little ball.
Do you have to do it with one hand?
You have to do it with one hand. And as Helena taught me one day, if ever one shell get lost in your egg mix, use the shells that got broken to get that piece of shell out because somehow it works. Put a little bit of salt in there, a little bit of pepper. Take your little trusty whisk out, a splash of water, cold water ideally, and then you whisk. Whisk till it basically becomes liquidy. It's a little bit longer than you normally think you would have to whisk.
Why? Makes it more fluffy?
Makes it more fluffy and easier to work. And you really want the yolk mixed into the white. Now I'm going to get some heat on the pan.
This is because our stove is ghetto.
Get a little bit of oil in that and wait for it to heat up.
What would you say is the biggest mistake with heating up pans and home chefs?
Is that they're never hot enough by the time you put the food on. It is very important. Actually, I did a mistake there. Usually you should heat up your pan. When your pan is hot, then you put the oil in there and then you wait for the oil to heat up and then you start cooking your things.
Should we start this video over?
No. Although we'll be making omelette tomorrow morning again.
How do you know when it's hot enough?
It starts slightly shimmering on top of the oil. It's like it creates little waves, just like when a duck lands on a very quiet lake.
So poetic.
I know. So not yet, clearly. This is when you can have yourself a little drink or something.
Should we take a pause?
Yeah, it's shimmering.
Can we see?
Well, maybe not because
Okay.
it's dark over here and we don't have any light. It's a very low budget production here.
Yeah.
So I'm starting with my chicken first, just to get a little bit of color on it.
Now, what are other meats that people could use?
You could use the classic bacon. You could use pretty much anything. You can do even ground meats. omelets. You could do any kind of
so
meats.
whatever's
Turkey,
in the
omelets,
fridge.
whatever is in the fridge, pretty much. You can even put fish in there. Smoked salmon omelets are delicious.
Okay.
So the idea is first you cook your chicken a little bit, and then you throw in all the rest of the ingredients. So your carrots, string beans, my radishes. I'm gonna wait a little bit with the garlic because I do not want it to burn.
Now what about this flipping technique?
That you just have to be good. Some got it, some don't got it.
Looks very colorful.
This is also the part of the process where if you want to add some weird taste, if you want to add some herbs, if you want to add some lemon, if you want to add some other things, this is when you put it in here.
So like what would you put in a smoked salmon omelet flavor?
Dill. Megan's least favorite herb in the world.
Yeah. What about lemon?
You can put it in anything. Lemon just gives you that little acidity level. We're back. Now we've sauteed our vegetables all that for about, 5 minutes. I have added the raw garlic just about a minute ago.
30 seconds.
Not even, 30 seconds ago. And I'm going to take all this delicious mix and put it aside for now. And we're going to start the actual omelet making. So turn your stove down to medium-low heat. Give it a tiny little bit of grease. And take your egg mix and pop it in there. So to start an omelette, if you want to get it real fluffy, you take all the sides and you bring them to the middle. So that you kind of create a ridge of soft scrambled eggs in the middle of the pan.
Who knew? On Queer Eye, they use a chopstick.
On Queer Eye, they use a chopstick. And once you kind of have that, and you see it's all starting to come together a little bit, you let it sit.
What about that hole?
Well, we'll fix it like that. And at this point, you just really toss the liquid part that is around a little bit so that it gets evenly spread out. This is the part if you are somebody that puts cheese in your omelets, I would put the cheese in. So kind of follow the natural ridge that you made of the soft scrambled egg in the middle and put your cheese down there. We're trying to stay dairy free here for a minute, so no cheese for us today.
Boo.
But I will take my vegetable and put them down following that kind of ridge in the middle the exact same way.
And your chicken.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
And now to the most difficult part of making an omelet, which is the folding of the omelets. At this point, your omelette is pretty much cooked. So you want to fold it over halfway like this towards you or away. That very much depends on how comfortable you are with your spatula.
It's so big.
That's what she said. And there you go. Pretty much have your omelette at this point. If you want, you can try to like flip it around to make sure that you have it cooked on both sides the same way. But you don't want to leave it on too much because you want to keep that egg to be kind of moist in the middle. You don't want it to be too dry. We're not trying to go for a dry scrambled egg. We're trying to go for a moist omelette. Get your plate. Transfer it over to your plate. And there you go.
Did it.
Omelette for breakfast. Bon appetit.